This call please hang up now. This call is originating from the correctional complex.
With Shelly 1-4 from the Western Sydney. Up in Roman on that lockdown. Free Fraudy, free Levy, free me, free Rondo, free Justin, free Steps, free the 70, free the 1-4.
That is a banger though, right?
JM, I'm a 1-4 veteran. Boss on my hood cause I back my section. When I met the streets and slapped that thing, lad, I knew I found my obsession. Had me running the ball, no questions.
Yo.
So I pressed him.
Holy damn. Yo, what up, Local Fraudsters? Welcome back to the Local Frauds podcast.
Let's go.
What's up? So I feel like killing someone.
I'm your boy H.
Hey, always Pat the Barber, man.
Boy Kane.
What up, it's Brooks.
Title. Oh, man.
What an intro.
What an intro. Man, sorry if that triggers you, but...
Banger.
Anyways, man, I don't know if you noticed, but our episode today is going to be on Aus Drill. Hey, man.
Let's go.
We're not professionals in this sort of music industry, man. We fraud. So,
But we're changing things up as well.
oh yeah, we're changing things up.
Changing things up. You'll notice in this segment we won't be talking about NRL.
Yeah. We've put our league chat in a show called Footy Show. So if you want to go check that out, man, go check it out, please, and subscribe, like, and all that good stuff, man. We appreciate that sort of stuff from you guys. Anyways, last week, man, we touched on power of representation. I just want to say a shout out to all the local heroes.
Yo.
Even if you're local frauds as well, man. But all the local heroes in the community doing your thing, man. Doing your thing.
Okay.
All right, boys.
That was a good episode, eh?
That was a good episode also. And shout out to everyone who's sharing. There's a small clip of us going around, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to whoever made that clip, bro. Sharing that around. Thank you very much.
Love.
Keep sharing it.
Yeah. Even next week.
behind
Even
us.
next week. Yeah.
Shot
Hey, yo.
eggs.
That's how we do it on Tara, you know?
All right, let's get straight into it, boys.
Aus Drill.
Aus Drill.
Aus Drill, or are we going drill in general?
Nah, go Aus Drill because
Aus Drill.
I'm struggling to find information on Aus Drill as it is. So, what are your guys' favorite drill artists and drill songs? And when do you first remember getting introduced to drill?
So we got the first one. Who's our favorite drill artist?
My favorite drill artist? Bro,
Aus Drill artist. Yeah.
My favorite Aus Drill artist. I only know 1-4.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh,
Yeah.
But I reckon if you start mentioning like others, then I'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, is that drill? Because
Yeah.
I actually don't know what drill is.
I'll be the same, to be honest.
Well, I reckon.
I thought it was a bunch of builders getting around and like trying rapping for the first time, you know.
And Hivers.
Nah, honestly, like I had no idea what drill is, but
No, well, like to be clear, just for all of us to know, or like from my understanding, like I think drill is the way and what they rap about, eh?
is it the music, Sully?
Well, like obviously now they're making like drill beats and like it's sort of that like
But it's mainly the lyrics
Yeah,
and
it's like,
the meaning behind it and stuff.
like a lot of them are rapping about the same sort of stuff. So like crimes they've committed or street gang culture and all that.
Isn't that just snitching on yourself?
Well, that's why. That's a whole.
Yeah, Detective Gumble over here, man. All right, so what? Who's your favorite?
LAPD?
I think this is like 1-4 and Hooligan Hefts. I think
Hooligan Hefts.
where two of the artists are like popped off or like sort of started.
Is that like section 60 in that?
Nah. Oh, they're under 1-4. I think pretty sure they're them boys.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite? Hooligan Hefts?
Yeah, Hooligan Hefts and 1-4.
1-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably go 1-4 too, eh? Just because I feel like they popped it off for Australia.
Oh yeah, I'll just go District 21 then.
They popped off.
Nah, actually don't know, bro.
I'll go YP.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
YP.
Yeah.
The priest or
When he came out
The
of
priest or
prison.
the prisoner?
Nah, I'll go YP. Yeah. When he came out of
bro, he's coming for you, man. He's changed up already.
No. Hey, you're on a good walk on this. Stay on this path, mate. Don't get angry at me, mate.
Stretch his shoe.
Oh, bro.
What would you say? The local boys like Melbourne.
No,
HB?
that's not drill, Lee. Or is it drill?
Well, I feel like he was a rapper first, eh?
Oh, so rappers and drill.
Or like I don't want to
Do you,
call him a drill rapper, but yet he's got music from back in the day.
No, I
that
think
was like,
I'd say he's just a musician, bro.
yeah.
I like his.
can we sort of?
Then that,
I suppose like if we're talking about this and we're talking about Aus Drill, can we go Aus Drill / rapping?
Yeah, maybe, just to round it all up.
Yeah, because I feel like it's all like it's sort of the same stuff. Because when you think about it, it all like 1-4 sort of made the statement, and then everyone else sort of like followed.
Yeah, plus like what you see as 1-4, what you see as drill, I probably don't know it's drill,
Yeah,
but I
100%.
think it's rapping. Yeah.
100%. So if we were to change that question again, who would be your favorite Aus Drill or
Oz
rapper
rappers,
or
Oz
Aus
New
rapper?
Zealand, Oz New Zealand rappers. Chuck New Zealand in the mix, bro. For me, one of my favorite rappers is Poetic. Then I'd go with Poetic then.
Yeah.
yeah, he's a rapper.
Yeah,
Oh, but he
he's-
doesn't. Yeah, just rapper. Nah, you know, let's just keep it to drill.
Yeah.
We'll try and
Yeah,
we'll try
because
and
like
keep
the
it drill
difference
focused.
between him
It's
is
real different, eh?
he's not rapping about
Guns and knives.
or like crimes that he's committed or anything.
Okay, then we'll try and stick with drill. All right, so, first memory of drill. It would just be 1-4 popping off,
Yeah,
for
it was,
everyone.
yeah, that for me it was as well. Like I don't know how I came across it, but
I think
just
my
came
first
across
one
it on
was
YouTube and then
just YouTube. Eh?
came across it on YouTube and then just liked it.
I think I didn't hear of 1-4 until one of the boys played it in the barbershop when we were working at Big Bang. So Danny's was.
Because they came out like 2018 or something.
I don't even know. So that's when you were writing these verses. This guy was writing verses to us.
Bro, do you know what's funny? I don't even know if I should say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Fuck it. One of my cousins was a 501.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 501 from.
I think we all got cousins. In 501.
He was a 501 from Sydney, and he came obviously got deported back to New Zealand. And at my house we used to always fucking host parties, eh? And then he came and he was like, "Cuz, can you play this?" And it was the message, by 1-4. And he's like, "Yeah, these are my boys from back home. He's from Android. He's got, I won't say what he's got because then I'll know.
He's got deported.
No, but that was my first end, bro. Everyone was like, "What's this?" And he's standing there going like,
Yeah, I think that was. I saw that a lot, bro. Like everyone was like, "This is mean," and I'm like, "Solid. This is dark."
I feel like
This
there was
is
mixed
crazy.
reactions at first.
Yeah,
A lot of like joking around about it at first, and then everyone's just sort of got used to it. And next minute you're jamming it in the car by yourself. You know?
what was everyone's first reaction to it? Like, if you don't mind me asking, like when you
I
first.
thought it was a bit Edos at first.
like
Not Edos, like the
exaggerated.
Yeah, and like I honestly felt like they can't talk like that. Like they can't have that thick of an accent on.
But I've heard some Islander Aussies, bro.
But I didn't know about like Sydney. Like you know how there's difference between Sydney Islander accents and shit. You know how you can tell, hey, they got more of that lebo.
It was I feel like it all like stemmed up from the UK.
Yeah.
Is that where drill?
Like I think the UK drill is quite heavy, and I remember when I first.
How much does it weigh, Zoli?
For me to know, for you to find out. Man, at first I was like, bro, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, I was like, because I love island reggae, like that's island reggae, poly sound. I'm not really. I like old school rap, but then to hear something like that, I was sort of like, bro, what are they even saying, or what are they popping off as? Or
So if I listen to drill, I only like to watch it for the video clip. Because I like that whole movie storytelling type of thing. But if I'm listening to it, honestly, bro, I only listen to it in remixes. Like with old school R&B. Like one of the boys flipped, I think it was The Message. He was from Avondale Dunes, and he mixed it with
The Delirious.
Nah, not the Delirious one.
Boo?
No. Nah. It was another one, but it's the same beat that Lisi raps over. That
Okay.
at least he's a drill rapper.
Oh, is he?
I wouldn't. That's the thing, because his message is
different, eh?
Is different, you know. And he wanted to make sure that he that everyone knew that he wasn't on that same, you know, spreading that same message. So
But he's got hands. The bikini there, like, yeah, and I hear what you mean. All right, Sully, what impact has Aus Drill had on Australian society? And in brackets here we got like violence and crime, culture, the way it's changed the entertainment industry and influenced children.
yeah, I reckon it's been massive, eh?
Good, bad, both.
I reckon negative, like,
Both.
Mm.
Like for the,
I reckon the outlook, like how a lot of teenagers dress.
for the-
You know, like I know
Even-
TNs have always been a thing here in Aussie,
yeah.
but I don't know if that's stem, but that whole look, you know,
The black.
the what?
Or how everyone just wears black.
No, they wear tracksuit like that.
Yeah.
Tracksuit,
This is
you
like
know.
way before one.
So let's say, what
Yeah,
do
yeah.
like you know how everyone wears tracksuits? What do fat people like fat drillers wear, Sully?
Nautical
Because
gears.
I'm not fitting into anything Nikes.
Yeah,
or
man, Nautical.
yeah, then Nike tracksuits are fitting me, man. Oh,
Melbourne's
Nautica.
own driller.
So Nautica.
Nah, but like, to be honest, like, that's what I don't agree with today, because like, how can we, like, obviously it's influenced by the UK scene. Australia gets influenced by the UK scene. New Zealand probably get influenced by the American scene, you know, which is the difference. But like, that's why I feel like it looks weird when you see us in drill songs, fucking massive, you know,
Jackets.
massive dudes
Oh yeah.
out in the sun, but we're all bellied up and
Yeah.
tracksuited up.
Like Sully, wear t-shirt and your tiki shorts, man.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on.
like that's why I look at it as like it's real too much copycat.
Oh, okay.
Do you reckon though, like, I don't know, like I found that a lot of these drill have like either hidden. Bro, I think it's creative, eh? It's a creative form. Like, take out the perspective that it brings. If you have a look, like the way that it's created and the way that they form words together, it's different, bro. I feel like there's got to be a creative side to it, you know. And for a lot of these, like how do I put it? Like, for a lot of us, we look at it and we go, "Fuck, is it really like that?" But bro, for some of these guys, it's their reality, you know.
Yeah, like James, but like, what was it? I grab my shank and you pull yours, and we'll see who take us off first. That's hard.
Sully,
But like these like.
Are you gonna say what? You pull out your knife? What? You gonna run off?
yeah. How he,
But
yeah,
how
the
you-
wording.
but-
Nice,
Like
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
I
lot of
get
them, a lot of them have hidden like if you listen to the lyrics, a lot of them have stories behind them. They're not just you're not just talking about hanging out with the boys. There's actually like, despite what the story is about, but I think it's creative, eh?
Yeah, they're definitely smart, bro. Yeah, and their penmanship is, bro, next level.
The artists is
Like, have you guys?
You like that? Yeah, I'll Google that one. Penmanship. That means how they write their story. You know what I mean? I researched this one for this episode, but no, I get the whole creative side, and I think that's why I tend to just watch the video clips. Like I wouldn't go out of my way to put on a drill track and just listen to it without seeing anything. Like I want to see the visuals for it.
I reckon it's like different though, because like for us, you know, we're all men, like we're all grown. We
Big boy.
Big boy teams.
we're all men in here. Nah.
Big boy teams, huh?
No, but like, you know, we can listen to that or 90s gangster rap and
not wanna
do it or not wanna you know,
Be
participate
easily-
in that
Be
sort of
easily
life.
influenced, eh?
Yeah. It was,
Yeah. Whereas it's more the youth that are like getting influenced by it, and then they're having the side effects.
But
or
do
they're-
do you think they're getting influenced by it because these are local heroes? Like these are guys that they look at that's from their community. You know,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like if you look at Mount Druitt, you got the league players. Like,
then
and
you
this
got
is not me pointing out Mount Druitt. This is just
yeah.
you know, as a whole, like as an example, you got the guys who follow Penrith and who want to be leagueies, and then you got the guys who wants to rap and be about the street. You know, I again perspective on it.
Yeah, for me, like just like Brooksy said, bro, I can watch something and not want to go shoot up a school or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, or I don't watch it and be like, oh yeah, gotta take a knife out.
It's an insight, It's an insight into like their world as well. Like,
I think that's why it's cool, bro. Is because they're still telling a story that they're familiar with. Do you know what I mean? And it is their story. But yeah, the negative side of it is just. To be honest, if you think about it, if they're not gonna spotlight drill and its influences, they're just gonna spotlight something else. So I feel like because it's on social media and you see it on the video clips and stuff like that, if they didn't have that there, bro, it'll be something else anyway. So,
but I think like 114, they've been that group that's sort of been highlighted because when they came out, it took off straight away. But then, do you know what made it hard for them was all the other stuff that happened around them coming big. Like when
they got big with charges.
Yeah, but 100%. So that it was at one point they weren't even allowed to do live shows.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that when the cops were shutting them down? And
people will be buying tickets. They'll be at the venue.
100%. I remember like when Spenny done a show in New Zealand, there was only
he had to do it by himself, eh? Yeah. We'll touch on 1-4 situation after. I think there's another question, but what do you reckon was like what do you think about the influences that it has on the youth these days?
A lot, man. Like, yeah. So like I said, like for me, like the bar, it's hard, and like it wouldn't make me want to do something, but like the kids now be like, so now I have to go put on like what they're wearing and like influences them a lot, like to like be cool or like I don't know.
It just goes back to social media, like how we said before, like how much balls
because he's just posting up everything now too.
Yeah. And how much like balls these kids have these days to actually go out and do that sort of shit. Do you know what I mean? If I was to be honest, man, with drill, I wish they didn't talk about like them killing their own. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's the other thing.
Poly on poly crime, bro. Like, I wouldn't highlight that.
Exactly.
Like, so for them to be in that sort of mental space, bro, they'd have to go through some shit. They'd have to go through some shit and some trauma, bro, for them to openly be like, gee, on this track, I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna say we did this, and I'm just like, just because I'm so like, I love how people, bro. Like, no one wants to hear that, bro.
I feel like it's. I wouldn't say they've been through something. Like, I feel like because it took off so much in Chicago drill, like where it originated, and Chicago drill there, like taking over the world. Like, that's the King Vons, Lil Durk, G Herbo sort of push. Oh no,
Drake.
No, but like they do a lot of pretty much shitting on dead guys, and
that's crazy.
That's
man.
what the viewers like. They that's what they love. So I feel like in a way that was sort of 1-4's like, oh yeah, they're real. Like, when they always drop that Tino's dude name. In a way I feel like it's a bit. That's why I don't fully agree with it. Like, and going back to the whole, he's another poly dude. But we never know. I guess
this is what they want, man. Brown on brown crime. Man, what? You got anything to touch on that one, else?
No, it's just interesting. Like, it's one of those topics that's a bit of a touch and go,
Yeah.
Like, it depends. Comes down to your perspective as a person. Like you said, like we can watch all that stuff and not be influenced by it.
Some others are different.
Are different. Like, I think, I suppose it's all about your surroundings too. Yeah. Like sometimes you can't, like, I don't know if everyone here been in Mount Druitt?
Yeah.
Like it's sort of hit and miss in Mount Druitt, eh? Like, I use Mount Druitt because these boys come from Mount Druitt.
Yeah.
And you have an area there where all everyone knows is street code. And then you have part of Sydney, or you have part of that area that's all about league, and everyone's all about getting up Saturday and having a jam, having a run. So
that's the like that there. You're right, because I stayed in not Mountie, but I stayed in St. Mary's also.
That's right. You get Sydney, correct?
So when I heard about these people and how they would, like, for me, I wouldn't I wouldn't call where I came from shit or like the slums, you know, like I don't know. I think I'm just proud of my upbringing, where I came from. So I wouldn't be like, yeah, no, I come from the slums or I come from projects or whatever. Yeah. If in Mangere, Saleh, if you're from Mangere, from Otar, if you're from Roscoe, there's housing, there's commission housing everywhere, you know. And for me, like that just like if you lived in one of those houses, that just mold you to the person who you are today. 100%. You know what I mean? And like for them to be like, oh yeah, this is why we do it. This is our struggle. This is why we go rob people. This is why we go. I'm just like, bro, we lived in similar areas, but we didn't do that shit. Like if there was beef, bro, throw hands, one-on-one. You know what I mean? And I just never understood why they highlighted that sort of stuff. And to be honest, everywhere that I went in Mountie or everywhere that I went like in St. Mary's, I didn't see any of it as like a real bad area until I went to fucking go to the library and got stepped out, bro. Just trying to apply for jobs here, man. And bro, I was getting stepped out by dudes because the thing I will say this, they're real close knit. All the boys that were in Mountie, they're like you see them everywhere together, especially at the train stations and stuff. And I feel like they know that you're not from there, so they point you out. So while I was there, I was just trying to apply for jobs at the library and stuff. And I remember being approached by one of them, and it was conversational. Like it wasn't to like fight or anything. It was just like, where you from? Like they were just trying to like suss me out. Yeah. So, but yeah, for me, bro, like I'm just real proud of where I come from, and I feel like I just wouldn't shit on it.
Yeah, hard.
See, that's again like just because like I don't think you should. That's an excuse anymore.
Yeah,
that your upbringing or where you come from is like defines your future, because it doesn't. But we hear stories of people making it out. I think it's the sort of influence that influences you. You know, if you let it influence you, it's gonna influence you. If you don't,
I feel like even with the whole Spaniards content going around, there's a bit feeding into it in a way.
Oh, bruh.
Funny story.
Funny story. Yeah. He filmed another episode last weekend.
Yeah.
It was in the city, and me and the missus, we walked out of Coles in St Kilda, and we just seen this crowd walking. Like, hey, had a look, and it was Spaniard. So it was all the
St Kilda. So there's the roofless beach over there.
But it was crazy. It was like crazy because. Like I'll be spending a lot of time in St Kilda and around those areas, but I've never seen like
the bad side, or like
not the bad side, but I've just never seen I've just never seen anyone like you get your normal junkies and this and that, but man, the one time that Spaniard was there, bro, all these dudes came out like walking around, and I was like, bro, I've never like we'll go out Friday night. Go out for dinner and then maybe go for food drinks. Never see anyone. Yeah. And then I'm walking, like we're walking like maybe 4 Ks before we get back to hers. Never come across anything or see anyone.
That's in a way where I sort of find it a bit idas how like maybe the first few that Spaniard done, you know, he was walking by himself and then word got around the hood and then, Spaniards in town. Whereas now the person he lets know, that dude lets the whole hood know. And now as soon as he rocks up, fucking the whole gang's out, you know, like.
But have you guys seen the just side note to Drill? Have you guys seen the Alice Springs one?
Nah, what the boys keep telling me,
bro.
It's crazy.
Go watch, bro. Fucked out of it. Like
I just can't understand why you'd walk 20 Ks.
Oi, man. That's why you're so funny. Fucking.
And TNs as well.
But you know, Drill. Going back to Drill, that influence that it has is. It's powerful, goes back to social media, you know. Like
I don't think they understood how much power they had in their hands until they blew up, Like I don't think, like that would have been an interesting. I would love to be like a fly on the wall to see how they reacted to it, you know, behind closed doors, you know, not to just get their like understanding of how you know. Anyways, boys, so like you touched on before, with the whole 1-4 situation was got here. I think they're talking about how they were targeted by the police and stuff on this question. Is it fair or is it not fair what they went through? How does this situation hinder Pacific Islanders and lower class community people? What does it teach people who want to be like them and become more like them? All right.
Is it fair with what
we're
they
firing my sister?
Is it fair with what they went through?
We'll just do one question and that. Don't do brackets and then do 5 questions and then, eh? You can always fair.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, like
The police.
even that whole Raptor squad shit. Like, I feel like they got, I feel like they had to,
But like we talk, like you hear the saying all the time. You do you do the crime, you do the time.
Yeah.
Like that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but
if you're, I feel like if you just be like, say you commit a crime like yesterday, and then tomorrow you come out and you go, nah, I'm a new person.
Yeah.
Does it make it okay that you, like, does that make the crime that you did acceptable?
Well, if you did the time, then
But
it's not
the-
acceptable. But I mean,
If you paid for your crime, that was what you're trying to say.
yeah. Well, it depends what you did.
But did they
Depends what it is.
pay, like, did they pay for their time? Like, are we just, like, if we look at it right, and the way that they were treated, some of them were banned from entering countries and whatnot. Like, I feel like I know so many people who's tried to come to Australia.
Yeah, exactly.
They've got a criminal record. They're nothing. Like, not nothing, but they've done their time. They've made the crime. Like, they've done the crime. They've done their time. One of my cousins who I look at as my brother, he tried to move to Australia, move his family here, and it was like 10 years since he'd been out. Come to the border, his family got let through, and he got denied.
Yeah, same thing with my uncle.
So, like, when you think about it, man, like, you hear, like, when you speak to a lot of people who have gone through their journey, they always say, man, if I could go back and change, change some of the decisions I made as a youngster, bro, I would, because it stopped them from traveling countries. It stopped them from, like, going and doing stuff. You can't help it. You change. You might change tomorrow, but
Got to be some sort of consequence here.
100%.
For me, like, is it fair or is it not fair? I feel like being targeted wasn't fair.
Yeah.
Them being targeted and stuff like that. The whole going into another country, that's on your manager, bro. Your manager's, supposed to deal with customs and stuff like that. But yeah, to be targeted, bro. The one thing that did piss me off was when they weren't allowed to perform a song for Okuso's fight. You know how they were supposed to rap him out? I think like that was like too far, bro. Like, bro, at the end of the day, these kids are artists. They are artists, and like we said before, we can listen to that sort of music and not want to do anything, bro. Who are the police to tell them you're going to trigger someone in the crowd? Bro, that's not on them.
But
bro.
then that's like, that could, like, I feel like that alone could be anything, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if it's
Like,
not going to be them rapping, it could be someone else rapping.
It's
you know what I
like
mean?
it's like how straight away, if somebody walked in here and they were all tatted up, straight away we're gonna assume that they're a bikie.
Oh, I'd say priest.
But do you know what I mean? Like,
It's shout out to all our bikie friends, man.
it's pretty. It's
Free the gang.
It's pretty eat ass. I feel it's pretty eat ass. Yeah, how they were targeted. I suppose it doesn't help with their profile that they had, but rather like just little things like that, like the Okuso fight, they weren't allowed to perform.
Would you like, because I'm a bit 50-50 on like how they were specifically targeted when, like, there's obviously hooligan hefts performing at raves and things like that, like shows and doing that sort of stuff.
Does that make hooligans hefts management smarter?
Probably more.
Not smarter, but I think.
But then again,
just
maybe
dealt with the situation better.
Do you feel like he like backed away from drill and started focusing on the party scene?
Yeah. So
Does it
I
make
don't know if that
doof
was a
music?
Team thing that they decided to go another route.
Yeah, because 1-4 were dominating the day. Yeah. But I reckon, like, in the perspective of just your everyday Aussie citizens, what would they want the police, or what would they want the law to, or like what would they want the police to do about 1-4 and like trying to stop
Spit it
their
out.
trying to stop their their image sort of thing in a way.
Yeah. Nah, it's a tough one, eh? It's definitely 50-50.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like, I understand what you guys are saying. You do the crime, you do the time, but you got to understand what happens after the time. It's not as simple as you just serving your sentence. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like, for example, you know, the whole stigma of you go to jail, no one hires you, but you've done that, you've made that mistake, you've ended up in jail, and it's just something that you have to live with.
You know the difference with that? I feel like, say a dude gets out, now life is hard for him, and he's trying to do the right thing, you know, trying to, find a job, he's getting knocked back and all that, he's doing the right thing. Whereas 1-4, they've done it, and now they've found some sort of creative way to make a living and all that. But the side effect is the
police hate him.
No, like the message and the youth, or like just the whole influence of it. You know, so there's a negative to it. Whereas the ex-con, he's just trying to make a living for himself, you know? You know what I mean?
Nah.
Like there's a negative reason why, you know? But yeah.
It's a tough one, man. But hey, I wish for me, like I don't know any other drill, like I only know poly rappers, bro. And like I said before, bro, I'm just such a
I don't really know any Aussie.
Bro, yeah, exactly. Like if someone were to ask me, name a non-Polynesian rapper, bro, I couldn't tell you, bro, to be honest. I mean, boys, bro, just keep killing it, bro. Do your thing. If you're gonna be a priest, bro, go be a priest. And if you're gonna keep rapping about stabbing people, just do it nicely.
I feel for them. Because, like, it wasn't just the cops who targeted them. They were targeted by other people as well. And, you know, you got to feel for the Usos. doing their thing, working their craft.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean, bro. It's at the end of the day, they're artists, bro, which is hectic.
You know what?
And they're good artists as well.
What I admire about them is I suppose this is prior the Panthers. This is before the Panthers. They brought out how proud, like
Mountie.
They really like emphasized that.
100. Anyways, just while my also is queuing up a song, we're gonna play a little game, just to lighten the mood. But I just want to ask you real quickly, boys. Who do you think has got the best bars in Aus, New Zealand rap, the rap scene? Not drill, but rap.
Now,
Now, past, present, whatever.